That's what you're told. And I actually, when I was at Avaya, I never tried something else, so I had to close one to open the other.
Control E, Control G.
Right?
Yeah.
However, that's not true.
No, you can open multiple
Mike,
accounts.
before you can tell us, why would you open up Jedi?
Well, yeah, no, but
If you want to
people
sort
like
through
to
a lot
have
of station
the
names,
list,
that's the only way.
or the list of previous commands.
That's the only, yeah.
What,
that's-
the commands?
Well, no, the Jedi is good if you want to sort. You want to find somebody's name that you can't find.
And not only that, but you have the list of previous commands, and in terminal emulator you only have the previous one.
I use
Jedi for everything except trace.
Okay, so the trick is, I mean, if you want to open up multiple,
You add
or,
the same IP.
or maybe multiple terminal emulators.
Right,
Maybe you want to compare two stations,
right.
right?
Go into properties.
So exactly, so
Right.
you know, you go,
Yeah, go
you
to
need to go
connections.
to,
Two different.
Just keep actually adding the same connection multiple times.
yeah,
I just change my port sometimes.
yeah. So you just need to
Yeah.
create multiple entries here.
I have like,
23.
I think I have like 5 on each.
If you wanna have multiple connections to the same CN in ASA, that's possible if you come here to connections and add multiple entries here. Like for example, let's do it with this lab.
I
This
think
one,
you showed me that.
this one is
Because I didn't do that in
10.4.
I'm like, son of a-
By default, ASA only has one, and that's why if you wanna open up Jedi, but you have terminal emulator open, you have to close terminal emulator to open Jedi, right? But if you add multiple entries here,
No.
let's add
So no.
these ones as well.
Yeah.
Let's actually add
So what is it now?
one
What do
more.
I have? I don't even know.
Now it's 5022.
5022 dash. Yeah, that's. Yeah.
But we created more using 20.
So what I could do now,
You can open it 3 times in different ways if you wanted to.
notice now I have one, that one is terminal emulator.
That's the way the Lord meant for it to be.
I could open another one, another terminal emulator.
The lords of Flatbush.
Once you learn on terminal emulation, Jedi is just, but if you have to sort something, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see, why is
Yeah.
that?
But now eventually you'll get.
Administrative,
And that's the
it's
thing,
better
yeah.
for administration,
That's what I
it's
said. Yeah.
just not for maintenance.
Maintenance, this is the way. I like them both ways. It doesn't matter. I'll do the death witches.
No, because I keep hitting the wrong button to escape. But,
You see I have another one here.
I keep on
Great.
This one is usually if you want to compare things, right?
Now you do Control
And
G.
now let's open Jedi.
I live almost exclusively in
Control
Putty,
G. I can even do just.
Yeah, I use
Control
Putty.
G.
I'm so used to having multi windows.
Yeah. You see, so right now I have one Jedi, 2 terminal
You
emulator.
can even do
I'll
Control G.
say it.
You know about that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but it wasn't working.
Oh, really? Or maybe it wasn't set up on
have school reports very often.
Maybe it wasn't.
Yeah, no, I know the shortcut, but it wasn't working. That's why I had to go there.
So I do Jedi a lot for sorting. What did you say about listing commands that were previously entered?
Oh yeah, in Jedi,
Oh, listing.
in Jedi you have these.
Oh yeah, they're
options.
already in there, which is great. You don't have to type them out.
But however, in terminal emulator you only have the previous
You
one.
can hit the up arrow.
Right.
It'll
Yeah,
stop.
in the terminal emulator you could do a Shift R and hit Enter,
Yeah.
and then Shift R tells you the previous one.
But only the previous one.
But only the previous one, and it doesn't let you really modify it.
It depends
Once you
on the
fix
emulation that you're
it,
using. If you're using 513, it allows you to change the last.
Like
for example,
4410, and that doesn't allow it. That's good to know. Yeah, now that's a trick.
because yeah, I
That's
think
a trick to me too, that one.
Oh,
that one, yeah, that's gonna be useful.
Yeah, multiple.
Oh, that's the best. Let me tell you, it is the best.
Yeah, I
you
think
can
it's-
list a station, you can change a station all the same.
Let me see if
Because
I
the S
change.
now you can only use one.
Oh, you know what the best is? When you have a person that something is not working right, and you're like, and they're the member of the same group, and you ask them for a peer of theirs, and then you open up their station, you could do a side-by-side comparison, or like when you're looking at trunk groups,
pretty much.
you know, you set up an IP trunk or something, and you want to see why one's not working, but the other one is.
Yeah.
It's invaluable. Yeah, it's
Just to compare
invaluable.
how first
Which
things.
one's which,
Yeah, you
or
see.
anything.
So I'm using terminal emulation.
When you took the course,
Take a look at this. I'm using right now.
I remember when almost
I'm gonna
all our access.
Make sure that I'm using 513.
okay.
And by the way, if you want to ever change it, you just go with new term. New term, and it allows you to change the type without having to log off and all that.
That's good. No, new term.
New term.
At the prompt.
And it allows you to change the type of emulation, terminal type. So if you go with 513, and then, for example, let's do one of those long commands, change IP network region.
Yeah.
One, you do whatever, blah, 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 that's the last command. So if you go with Shift R,
Right.
and now if you only want to change that one for something else, you go with Shift Tab,
Oh, shift tab.
and it removes that last command, that last,
Nice.
yeah, and yeah, that's very useful.
What was it, Shift Tab?
Shift Tab at the same time. And then it just removes, let me see if I do it again. Yeah, you see it removes the last one, the previous thing.
Easy dial?
When I took a
Easy dial?
CM course, when the first time I took it for Avaya, and I was new to Avaya, this was back like in 97, 98. And that time, CM was at level
Okay, let's continue here. Next lab is gonna be, oh, actually, no, actually, I'm skipping something.
It was DS.
Let's see actually if you're able to answer this question. Page 85.
Yeah, it was old.
Page 85, what would you say?
At that point, you only learn new things from people who taking the course after.
What do you think?
Is it a street address? What does that mean by
Wait.
address? I don't know.
Wait, when importing.
No. Not all of them, it's only one of
The
them.
login name.
The login name.
Yeah, the
That's the
email address has to be
identifier of the
the name.
user in the database.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah, that's the email.
The URI.
Exporting data in bulk. So you could also export things, not only import things in System Manager, but you could export things like, for example, network routing policies. That's what we're getting to see there. And also you could export the host name resolution table, which you probably have no idea what that is about, but we'll see it. It's a kind of an internal DNS table that Session Manager offers. And you could export that, all of that data to an XML file. Here in page 88, you see that you're exporting that to an XML file. And here you see the XML files with all of the information in routing. You're probably not used to these names like entity links or zip domains or regular expressions. We're going to be covering that tomorrow when we create routing between the labs. But here they're just exporting all of that data to XML files. And we have a lab where you're actually going to export users. Release 6.2 and before, there was no way in the GUI to export users. You had to go through Linux and run a script to export users. Starting with release 6.3, they added the functionality to the GUI, so now it's super easy. You select the users that you want to export and click on export selected users, or if you want to export all of them, you just go with export all users. And that's it, you run the job. As a matter of fact, usually if I have to create users, let's say in bulk, new users, what I do is I manually create one user with everything I need. You know, I take the time to create that user with all the communication profile, and then I export that one user, and that generates the Excel file with that one user, and I use that one as a reference. It's always easier than having an empty file with no reference, you know? So I think it's a good practice to do it like that. Anyways, in the lab, you're gonna export all users, and then you're gonna get that file, get it to your computer, open it with Libre, and what they want you to do here is modify a login name so that when you try to later import that file, something fails. And the idea of the exercise to see you is that you see something failing, pretty much. And it's gonna give you an error, and it's gonna tell you why is that it failed, you know? And it's gonna tell you that there's an invalid login name, because what they wanted to do is remove the @ sign. So it's gonna fail, and then if you fix it and try to import again, it should work. However, those users are already in the database, so it's just gonna give you warning saying that those users are already there.
Yeah, it would just be for that one.
Yeah, but give it a try. Go ahead and start in page 90, and let me know how that goes. Is it too cold or it's good?
No,
It's good.
colder's better.
Cold's
You know,
better?
people sleep less when it's cold. If I were an instructor, it would be frigid in my class. And I wouldn't allow coats.
No coats.
Teach outdoors in Alaska.
Mean teacher.
And you force them to come in with shorts on and tank tops.
Yeah, I've been
No long sleeves.
in
No.
enough classes, and I've taught some on a small scale. Yeah, I know that. I've been throwing candy at people. Did you ever heard of BMX? Do you remember them? Voicemail? Okay.
BMX Octel. It was.
Yeah, BMX Octane. So
Yeah.
I worked for them. I took their classes. They were awesome.
Do you remember a guy named Joe Filecci?
No.
Oh, okay.
This
He was
would've
like.
been-
Yeah, I was gonna
Well,
say,
I was.
dude.
Well, no,
Major
no.
audio telecom.
I had.
Because you were the Octel skill set at the
Yeah.
Oracle place
We used
before
a
I
V-
came in.
Yes, I was.
We
So,
used
yeah,
a
I-
BMX system or Octel 100 map something. It was
Map.
back in the 80s, like in the late
Mac
80s.
100 is
Not Mac- Yeah, yeah, no, it was.
No, the VMX
Op-
100.
it was
BMX 100.
Opcom that we had used initially, and then it became BMX, then Octel.
Octel.
Yeah,
I remember.
no, it was
Yeah.
before. It was prior.
Yeah, I worked a bunch of those serenades. You never got on the 250 side, did you? You were 200, 300.
No, you're right. I didn't when they merged. Yeah, I did not. Yeah. God, we used to go down to Delta 2 o'clock in the morning, do those upgrades, feed them floppy disk for like 2 hours, and you just fall asleep and you hear beep beep and get up, take a floppy out, put it over, put another one in.
I was doing maintenance at Chick-fil-A one morning,
Oh, that's
on a
great.
Sunday morning. It was a great place.
Oh, it's so
And
good.
I called, I was rebooting the damn thing, and it didn't come back forever. So I called support, and Charlie at Octel Support, this guy that had been there forever.
Yeah, I remember
just,
Charlie.
He,
He
was,
was great.
he came across the phone like Santa Claus. And he started laughing. He asked me, how long has it been? And I was like, it's been over 10 minutes. And he just started to belly laugh like Santa Claus at me. He's like, go get some coffee, have breakfast. You got a while. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, that was man. That's when you got support on the product. Their support was just
It was incredible.
that was awesome. There was one product to learn.
Yeah,
There
I
was
did
like
one.
3 hardware platforms. and one
Somewhere
product.
here, I'm trying to figure it out. Let's see. So it looks like you did one too.
The-
Just 2 months
oh,
after
oh.
me or something.
Yours came out as a.
Yeah.
zip.
Next.
That's interesting.
And then I guess we should open one.
Yeah.
Libre. So open the.
Extract to desktop. I'm saving it to the desktop. After you do the I did an extract to the desktop. Yeah, let's see. There's the export file.
Yeah, since it's a zip, it wants to open it with WinRAR.
Should I buy it online?
Oh yeah, just unzip that one,
Buy it online.
and then you're gonna notice that when
Open
you
with
export,
Libre com.
Systematic creates both an XML file and an
Yeah.
Excel file.
Oh, okay.
No. Let's see. Who made a change? Fred Wilpon. Okay.
Right click on the file and open
Libre.
Yeah. Do an open with. I'm gonna screw up the Wilpons. Pleasure.
I've never heard of this Libre business.
Yeah, I thought he was a wrestler in Mexico somewhere.
it. File.
Oh, that's Lucha Libre.
Nacho.
Nacho Libre.
Cuba Libre.
Cuba Libre. Now we're talking. A little rum and coke action. Alright, and then I guess let's save my little add new user. Launching. That's it. That's good. New file. Save as. Switch file 2. Yeah, that's good. Alright. Now let's do the import. Doop. Not going to default import.
Save the file.
Import.
So you save the file.
Users. Excel. Files.
Alright.
There we go. That looks good. Do it. Status. Yep, it's scheduled. Pending execution. Running. Ah, yeah, I got 10 warnings, like you said. Well, so far. Okay, it's still running. 16 warnings. I'll probably get like 24 warnings out of the 27 user records.
And you're importing the one with
Well,
without the ad sign?
Well, I did a few things. I did 2 that didn't have the I took the ad sign off,
Uh-huh.
and I actually added a new one, a brand new one. So it should give me, let's see. Okay, partial failure was there were 27 user records that had 24 warnings and 2 errors. The 2 errors were the 2 people that removed the ad
And
sign.
then one that was
And
successful.
one that was successful, which makes sense because that was 27, 24, 2, and 1 is 27.
Yes, 27.
So now if I go to done, I'll do show all. So I'll do yeah, there he is. Nacho Libre at muchosnachos.com. And the Wilpons are gone. Good. Oh no, they're not gone. But they didn't come. But they didn't get uploaded. They didn't get removed, but nothing got changed because they failed. So that creates a file, failure file. Now that would probably be placed in the same directory that I had imported it from.
No, that actually is a file in System Manager that you could download from System Manager. Let me show you.
Okay.
So if you go back to Manage Users, Import,
Here.
more actions, yeah, Import Users,
Okay.
and if you scroll down and locate the job with the partial failure,
That would be this one.
is that the one?
That's the
yeah,
one with the 24 and 2. Yeah.
and 2 errors. So if you select that one, and actually no, select the job,
I'll click on it.
click on it, cancel that just because you click on the link.
Oh.
So select the job, or as you said, click here.
Click here. Okay.
And click on View Job. And right there is where you could download.
Oh.
However, it's going to be an XML file. It's not
So-
going to be an Excel file.
Will it be able to open in Libre? Or
It'll
no?
be no.
Oh, so
No,
I
it's going to
can't-
be.
I can't manipulate it.
You would need to do it in WordPad or Notepad, but it's going to be an XML file now. Give it a try.
Yeah, let's see.
It opened it up with WordPad, and now
If
you
I
see
can,
it's not that.
but I can do Control F for find. And maybe I can
Absolutely.
do F Wilpon. That's one of them. There, and I see it. That was. You see, the at sign is missing.
Uh huh.
So I'll go in and put it in.
Uh huh. And what about the other
The other
one?
one's J Wilpon. There he is. Now, is that the only 2 places, or could there be more? Let's see. Nope, that's it.
That's it. And then make sure that you save
Do I have to do a special save as, or just hit
Let's
save?
try to save it like that.
Just like that.
And no, yeah. So it's let's see.
I'll just call it fixed.
But make sure that you're not saving it as a text document. Let's see if
Right.
it allows to save as an XML.
Oh no, it doesn't.
No. So WordPad is probably not gonna be an option. Open it with Notepad.
Notepad.
Yeah.
That's under accessories, right?
Yeah, but what you could do is just right click on the file and open it.
Oh. Oh crap! But we don't. I downloaded it to the desktop.
It's in your downloads folder. I think that if you go,
Oh yes. Hold on. I think I know. It's blah 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 downloads.
is that it? No.
Nah.
Actually, go back to your Firefox and go to the arrow here. It should be there.
Which one?
The blue arrow.
Oh, the blue arrow.
Yeah. Let's see. So that was it, right? Open the folder. Not right. Just click on the folder. Yep. And now right click on the file.
Oh, okay. Is there an open with?
Right click and
They don't do an open with.
open with.
Here
And
we
let's
go.
see if we can open it with Notepad. I think that it's kind of ugly. Let's see. Before you modify anything, let's actually see if you're able to save it.
as.
Let's see, save as. Yeah, this one allows you, if you go with save as all files, it retains the current extension.
Oh. Okay.
That's something that Notepad does. So you could do like that.
So okay. So if I so let's do this.
So now go ahead and
go fix it. FOL pond there. Put this in here, and then JWall pond.
there's also a chance, I haven't tried, but there's a chance that if you open up with a browser, you know, our browsers open up
Sure.
XML files.
Right, they can
Maybe, what I'm not sure if you are able to modify it with the browser.
within the browser.
Yeah, within the browser.
So do save as
Save as and make sure that you go with all files.
all files, and then just hit save.
And they just save. And that should retain the extension of the file.
All right, let's see. Let's test it out. Now I'm gonna go back over here. Done. Now it's an XML, so browse.
Browse.
Oh, but I gotta remember it's in that temp file. Crap, what was it called? Oh, it was in the desktop.
It was in the.
No, it wasn't desktop. Let me go back up here. In the hold on.
I
let's
think
do
it was
this.
in downloads folder.
It was in downloads. Yeah. Duh. Browse.
Go to downloads
Down-
there. So maybe it's not that downloads, but go to documents. I think there are 2 downloads here. Oh no, not there.
No, you know what? Here, let's do this. I'll do it right here again, real quick.
And let's see, that's actually users admin app data local temp. So
User
it's
admin
a-
add.
so
Okay.
it's-
So. Users admin
it was.
app data.
Yeah.
Was it roaming? No.
No, I think it was admin. Man, I forgot. Downloads maybe?
Maybe.
No.
Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, app data is like a hidden folder.
Ah, it's a hidden folder.
That sucks. Hold on. Let's make it unhidden.
Or just move to your desktop.
That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, you know what? This is what I should have done. Right over here. Open with Notepad.
No, but you don't need to.
No, but I'll do a file save as I
Okay.
put it in a different directory. That's what I didn't do the first time. Do all files, right?
Mhm.
I'll put it to the desktop.
Yeah, it's
there.
gonna be easier.
Much easier. Okay, and then go over here, XML, desktop. Yeah, that's this one right here.
Mm-hmm. We're probably gonna get some error that
Oh, that's interesting.
error while reading the XML file. Root cause illegal character. Okay, it's something else.
It's
Null.
something else. So scroll down. We'll hit done.
Illegal character. Illegal character. But the thing is that since the job doesn't start, it doesn't give you the detail of what's that illegal
what it
character.
is, yeah.
Hmm. Okay, how did it go? Were you able to? Good. Okay. Let me move on, Alex, and we'll keep
No
playing
problem.
around with that because it's a good test. Because also, even if you have that illegal character fixed,
Mm-hmm.
I think that the fact that you have those users already in the database.
You know what's interesting? That file, when I opened it up, it didn't have the @ signs in it. I just put them back in. Let me see if maybe that's what it was. Maybe I opened the wrong file, but that's fine. You can continue, and
Okay.
I'll finish it.
Okay. Yeah, stay here with me, and we'll
Yeah.
finish that later so that you don't miss
Okay.
any other information. Okay, answer to you. Maybe some of you were able to see what information is not transferred when doing a bulk transfer of users.
Password.
The passwords. Yeah.
Don't even have to know anything about it to know that's the answer. There's nothing imports and exports password.
Backup and restore. So when you back up System Manager, you're backing up all of the product management data, like all of the information that you currently have in System Manager, even information related to the applications that you're managing from System Manager. So if you're managing CM, you're also gonna be backing up all of those translations. However, be aware that you cannot restore CM from that backup. So what I'm saying is that you still need to back up CM the way you do it right now.
Then what good is it?
Huh?
Why would you possibly?
No,
want
like,
it
the
if it's not
idea-
functional?
It's so that later when you restore the backup, you don't have to synchronize with CM again, and everything is already there. But there is no way to restore CM from that backup.
Not that you would ever not do synchronization because the odds of the two backups are exactly the same. Probably the same.
You would probably synchronize again, right? Yeah, yeah. Because the chances that nothing happened in CM during that time are just very minimal. Okay, but you're backing up that information, and also all of the stuff related to user profile is going to be backed up. By the way, you don't need to back up Session Manager, because remember that System Manager manages Session Manager, so as long as you back up System Manager, you're backing up your Session Manager. Okay, so System Manager is the one that needs to be backed up. And then if you lose Session Manager, you want to restore it, you just need to run an initial synchronization between System Manager and Session Manager, and that's it. With one command, I don't know if you've seen it, init-drs. Maybe you've seen it, maybe not, but that's how you initialize against the data replication between System Manager and Session Manager. But the point here is that you don't need to back up Session Manager, you just need to back up System Manager. Every time you back up System Manager, you're just backing up a bunch of XML files. The backup file is going to be a compressed file, but if you uncompress that file and keep uncompressing those files, at the very end you'll see that's just a bunch of XML files. How you back up or how you restore? You go to the backup and restore menu, and then there are going to be two ways to back up, locally or remotely. If you back up locally, all you need to specify is the file name, because the path where the backup is going to be stored is a default path. You could change it, if you want to, and as a matter of fact, in the exercise, they're going to ask you to change that path, but there is a default path that you could just leave there if you want to, and then all you need to do is specify the file name of your backup, and that's it. And that's when you're backing up locally, to the same server. It doesn't say it here, but System Manager stamps at a timestamp at the very end of the name. So it would be like if you name this file Nestor or something like that, the name of the file when it's created is going to be Nestor _ and then the date and time where the backup happened. So,
but obviously you're not going to want to back up to the hard drive that you're trying to, that might go down, which is why you need a backup, right?
yeah.
I mean, local wouldn't be something you do very often.
local. You could do it locally and then have an application getting those files out of there, or manually get those out of there. But probably just an application that automatically get those files out of there, or just back up to a remote machine right away.
Just like all the other servers.
NFS?
That's what everyone, yeah, that's what.
This would be the remote option, where you specify the IP address of the remote server, the port, which is always 22, either if you're using SCP or SFTP, it uses the same port. Username and password of the remote server, and then you specify the path where you want to leave the file and the name of the file. So here, in this example, they're saying that they want to leave the file in the TMP directory, and the name of the file is going to be backup.
In your slide there, you don't get to choose between SCP or SFTP.
Yeah, that's true. In the system you do, but yeah, in this screenshot, you don't get to see the file protocol, the file transfer protocol that you want to use. But you'll see that the default, I think, is SCP, right?
The red arrow. The red arrow there shows SCP.
On the bottom. Yeah, the default one is SCP, but you could change it to SFTP. What else can I? Okay, so remember, this is the folder, the TMP, and then the name of the file. By the way, this is not a good idea to leave backups in a TMP directory, because when you reboot the Linux machine, those are removed. So probably the one who created this screenshot did it here because the TMP directory has write permissions for everybody.
Right.
So it's easy to leave the file there, but in real life, don't do it. It's not a good idea to leave files on the TMP directory. Okay? You could, as expected, schedule your backup to be run every day at some specific time, or every week, however you want to handle it. Or you could run it immediately. And here we see the default path where the backup is created. However, remember that this is only for local backups. If you want to backup remotely, you do need to specify that path. And then restore, it's kind of intuitive. All you need to do is go to restore, and then System Manager remembers previous backups. So from a drop-down menu, you just select your backup from a list, and then you restore. That's it. System Manager will take at least 45 minutes to restore. Okay, so it's 45 minutes where your System Manager is going to be out of service. And remember, no service goes down. I mean, your session manager is up, your CM is up, but during that time, you just lose access to your system manager. Backup lab. Notice that the backup lab, the exercise is going to be a local backup. If you want, we could try a remote backup right away, and we could use another lab system manager as the remote server. We used to do that in some other courses, you know. So, however you want to do it, but if you want to follow the exercise, it's a local backup where you're going to leave the file, instead of in the default path, they're going to show you a place where you could change that path. So actually, you're going to change the path to /home/admin instead of the default path. And the reason why they want you to change that path is actually because if you go to the default path with your user, with the administrator, that's going to have no permission. That default path has no permission for your administrator to get the file from there.
Right.
So that's why they're changing it to be
The home.
home admin.
Because that's your user.
And then just execute the backup and make sure that it's successful. And notice that also, as an extra step in the exercise, they want you to then use WinSCP to grab that file from System Manager and move it to your computer, to your laptop, just so that you can examine, like get to see how the file looks like. You're gonna see it's a zip file, not a zip file, sorry, but a compressed file. Let me see if they see here. you could use WinSCP, WinZip, but actually we have WinRAR on the laptops
Right.
to unzip the file or uncompress the file. And they want you to use, okay, actually it's going to be a tar.gc file. It's a compressed file in Linux
Okay.
that you could uncompress, and then what they want you to do is get to see some XML files, in this case the inventory XML, just so that you get to see some information there. I mean, in real life, you would never have to uncompress that file and do all of this, but
Right.
the one who created the exercise simply wants you to, get to see that at the very end it's just a bunch of XML files. Okay, give it a try and let me know how it goes. This is an exercise that you need to do with your lab partner because only one backup can run at the same time.
Yeah,
Do
sure.
it, Ryan. Okay, Ryan.
Services. Backup and restore. Oops, sorry. Backup. We're gonna do this as a local. We're gonna change the default path for the backup is. So I guess that's what we're gonna put in here. Ahmed. VAR. Backup.
So that's the default. They want us to change that.
Oh, so okay. Well, right now that's funny. Ours is blank. We will change that default.
That
path.
angered the backup guys. Instead of him refresh it, it's something else. Now it
Uh-oh.
says backup in progress. Please retry this operation after some time.
Okay, well it's blank.
So I can't check the status.
So we'll change that default path. Okay, navigate to web services
How long does
configuration.
the backup typically take?
5 minutes, but it could take a little
I
bit.
don't have 5 minutes. This is crazy.
It could even take longer if you have a lot of information in your system.
It's funny is it doesn't give status either. You're just
Web
running or it's
services
done or failed.
configurations.
Man, backup restore.
Oh, that's one of these tabs.
Success. Took 2 minutes. All right.
Services configuration.
Did you change the path? I'm curious about. Okay.
Settings.
Let me see actually the job. I wanna
SMGR.
see-
System manager, element manager.
That didn't show.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so it just adds the manual folder. You see, you only specify
This
what's
was
admin and it
the
adds that manual folder. Okay.
There you go. Okay.
Edit.
Yep.
Oh, maybe it'll show it once it's done.
And here's we change. We want to change it to home admin.
I'm with you, Wayne, I have no patience.
No patience at all.
0.
It said 45 minutes for that
Hit
restore.
commit.
I just retired.
I didn't get any
Commit
patience.
suicide, yeah.
I wasn't given none.
No.
My mama didn't give me none.
Now we go to backup and
I
restore.
would have
Oh,
to
okay.
leave.
I think they were just showing us an example. And then we're doing
No, yep, now hit backup.
backup,
Use local,
local.
enter a backup file name. So
Running?
Whatever.
Yeah, it said it was running.
lab 10, lab 10.
I got it,
backup
I got it now too.
10. Yeah, backup. That's cool. Did they want to schedule
Yep.
or now? Now, right?
Now.
Yeah.
Service now.
Okay. Service later.
Ensure
I got it.
backup was successful.
Let's see. It's running.
Man.
Running. It got mad at me because I kept hitting refresh.
Yeah, that's what it did.
Like that's you? So you said the backup guys are angry?
The backup guys there. I went out a button, I was trying to refresh something.
Oh.
Close those two tabs
Yeah.
and then try going back in.
Okay, no success.
I guess we'll be waiting after some time. Took you 2 minutes, you said?
Yep.
NSCP.
It seemed like a lifetime.
Especially if you were in a real world scenario where everyone's like on you, all the eyes.
This is
What's taking so long?
Doing-
Oh, here it is.
Still running.
It's still running. But it will never update that until you hit the refresh. But I could anger the backup tabs again. Maybe not.
That would do it. There you go.
There you go. We're good.
Sure that the backup was
Just
successful.
like Tommy Lee said, it's all good.
Now open up WinSCP
Oh,
on your desktop.
on the desktop. Okay.
If
Log
you
into
hit
your
refresh
session
before you had a chance to refresh the
68
previous refresh.
Was it
then you would
10.7?
error message
Yep.
and be locked out.
Yep.
Take a refresh for a little while.
What-
Also, that happens a lot in other screens, other pages. If you double click instead of only one click,
Bang.
it's like the first click try to accomplish the action, and the second one, with the second one you get an error.
That's basically what happened.
That's a good sign.
You're in, so the left side is your local,
Mhm.
right side is the system manager. So what we want to do now
Drag across, right?
is
I can do it, yeah.
WinSCP, navigate to home. WinSCP, so go to,
I'm in home Gonzo.
hit that up arrow in home.
Just open it.
Yeah. Oh, sorry about that.
Does it do anything? There
Yeah,
you
here
go.
it is. And what is it, an admin? Oh, it's home,
Home,
admin. 'Cause-
Admin.
Yeah, because that's where we placed it. Ooh.
no, you go to, do that again.
What's under
Home,
Gonzo, is it?
navigate to home,
Admin
admin
menu.
manual.
But we went in as, we didn't go.
Oh, go home Gonzo.
Yeah,
manual.
because I was logged in as Gonzo.
You don't have a manual.
No, no.
Did you change, but you changed the path to /home/Gonzo instead of
Oh,
slash?
no, you did
No, I
admin.
did admin.
That's right. Okay, so
And I don't
log,
have
so,
rights.
log out of WinSCP as Gonzo and log in as admin.
No.
Oh, I've done
No?
Let's see, maybe it allows you to go to the admin menu with Gonzo.
Well, we tried, but it blocks you.
The backup.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
it's denied.
It's denied.
Ah, okay, so you're absolutely right. Just try
Let
to
me-
log in with admin.
Log
Okay.
in as admin. So hit
So
session.
I'm navigating
Where
now
at?
to where it told me to.
However, it's kind of
Alright.
strange, that still allows you to save the file there.
I know, right?
Now
Okay.
we're going to this.
Log in as who?
One
Admin?
ninety two
Whatever it is.
Oh, yeah.
And then into.
10.7, admin.
And
So we
then
went
it's
into the,
C1 COE 123 bang.
And then from there.
Yeah, we forgot about that.
That's right,
We
'cause
should have
we-
done the home
we
Gonzo.
reached out
Yeah.
Because we sent it to another user. Ah, look at
Ah,
this.
there you go.
Home
Nice.
admin manual. And there it is. I can probably drag this
Locate your
across.
backup file.
Yeah.
Right, which you did.
Yeah, I just tried.
Left click your backup. Oh, you did.
I already did. Because with this, you can also just click and drag it across too. All right. Double click.
I don't think you're
think
gonna
you
be able
can.
to open
That's
it in
all right.
Windows.
But at least we have it. At least now I know we transferred over to.
Documents.
What do you throw?
I threw it in documents. I think. Let's see. Yep. Yep.
It's the
This is
second
it.
one.
It's this one. No, this is the one.
Now you want to use WinRAR to open it.
That's here it
Locate
is.
locate the
Yeah.
MGMT
Yeah,
files
oh, look,
backup
there,
dot
see,
tar.
it's right there,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Extract.
jizz
Just
file.
double click on it.
Then double click.
There it
Locate
is.
the inventory.xml.
So you've
Uh,
got some kind of
well,
crazy big wall going
Is there
on.
something before that, like EM
Scroll
data?
through like this, at that speed, and Scott says, there.
No,
look.
actually go back.
Go back one.
You saw that, didn't you? I'm like, no,
Just
no,
click
Scott.
on the
No,
two
Scott,
dots.
I was rolling
I'm super
stuff
fast.
and it was a blur
and
on
then
my
I think it was what
screen. He's
OPT?
like,
Is that what it
no,
said?
you saw where
I
it
think it
different there
was
for a second, and that's where it
Avaya.
was
Avaya.
closer.
And then install data.
Ah, yeah. Locate the inventory.xml file in the path opt Avaya install data.
There it is. Okay.
And then
And then
Double
open
click to
this.
open.
No, Scott.
There
and
it
that's
is.
just for you to see,
Just to see what's in that file
Yeah.
as an XML.
Right now we don't have a bunch of stuff in the inventory, so you probably just see your own system manager. But
Right.
again, you won't have to do this in real life. It's just for you to get to see that at the very end, if you keep unzipping or
And
uncompressing and
what
compressing,
is this exactly backing up? Just the config
everything
files?
in system manager.
Everything.
Everything in system
Well,
manager.
we call Scott.
This is a really
Scott, I
short-
did
Our
that.
system manager is automatic.
But this is just one file, obviously, because this is a short file.
Yeah, that's only the inventory. That
That's just
would
the
be
inventory, right?
only what you see in the inventory
Right.
menu.
But there's a ton of XMLs.
yeah, users. I mean, probably if
Users
you
is probably the
if
big
you
one.
browse around, you find your users somewhere. Probably not that path, but some other path. Probably under OPT as well. Good chance that it's under OPT as
Run
well.
around and she didn't like her shift much.
So I'm in OPT already, I think, so let's go back
Let me
one.
see. Let's see. Actually, go one
One
up.
higher?
Yeah.
Always just.
Okay, no, so go there.
Okay,
In data etc. Go to OPT.
OPT,
One
okay.
time. Avaya. Conference install data IPT was management. SMGR. Go to VSP.
VSP? Voice.
Yeah. No, this is something else. Management maybe. 729.
She's like
No.
stealth.
The
Users.
Kinda under the radar.
Let's see. Go one
Horsepower
up and go to.
data?
Yeah, go to that one. Go there.
Heather Griffin's just.
No, it's not there. Go. I doubt it's ETC, but go ahead.
Never interacted with Tish.
Host, no, that's not.
So this is the last one.
Go to
Oh,
that
that
one, Avaya. No, go to Avaya. And
Nope.
no. You know what? Go back to OPT
Mm-hmm.
and go Avaya and try the first one. AUS. That one has no. That's alarms. Search for conference install data.
Those are certificates. Conferencing, install data. That was where we were, right?
That's where we were.
I think it was J. I think I said JBoss, but
Let's see IPTC. IPTCM.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
No.
Yeah.
JBoss. No, that's not gonna be.
Just.
wow,
In,
that goes.
There's a lot in there.
That I'm telling you,
just totally out of my. Wow.
management.
Management. I really, I think we tried that
We did, I
one.
think we did. Yeah, objects.
Really good stuff. And I
Yeah,
saw
no.
Mm, SMGR keys. I don't think so. Yeah. Spirit. Config. Let's see.
Agent
No,
management?
no.
No.
It wasn't in the inventory?
No, unless when we did the backup, there's some fields. Maybe there are things you can exclude or anything.
No, no, no.
It just does everything, right?
Yeah. VSP. Go one more time to VSP.
Because is it me?
Yeah, no. And go all the way up to the very beginning where you see the main folders.
This one.
Yeah, it's double click there. Yeah.
On this?
Yeah. Let me see. Did we explore everything?
Yeah, I think we did.
What about VAR? We explored that one? I think we did. Avaya.
I don't think we did
Explore
that
that
very well.
one. Go one up. What about the second one? We didn't explore.
This one. No. Do you know what the name of it is?
No, I have no idea. Go one up. And go to Avaya. Go to the Avaya one. So back to Avaya and try zip. No, that's gonna be the zip firewall.
Right, FW.
Yeah. So go one up. And go one up. OPT. I know for sure that the users are there because we actually had an exercise before where you had to remove users and restore them from the backup
From the
and get to
backup.
see
Oh,
the
right.
users were
Because
at
it's the same thing, it's an XML file also.
Yeah, I just don't know where it is. I guess one way we could figure this out, if you're curious about it, is extract the file to a folder and then do a search on Windows, a Windows search, looking for one of the login names.
Ooh,
And that'll give you the path
That's a-
where the file is.
that's a good idea. Alright, so let me do that. So here.
It might take a while, but it'll
Yeah.
eventually find it.
Yeah. Extract here. Desktop.
However, let's see what time it is. Let me move on, Alex. And
Okay, sure.
we can try that. I'm curious now, see where's that part where the users are, but let me move on and then maybe in the lunch break we'll give it a try.
Okay,
Or before we go to lunch, we'll leave the search running.
okay.
What types of data? Come on, come back
Sorry.
here, guys. Okay, no
Back
problem.